I can't even make my car talk video. Shorty saying she want my spot. Oh yeah, I'm real wavy today, boy. I'm telling you, I'm real wavy today. Y'all see how the sun hit my face too. I'm looking handsome. Telling y'all, all right. Let me get up out of there. Shorty want my spot. I gotta go down here and park somewhere else. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to make a car talk, man. I had picked up some overtime at another hospital, but within the same organization as a hospital I normally work at, but it's just like a different location. Meaning, like, you know how they got like Health Trust? Health Trust does all HCA, or like how in Texas they got Baylor, Scott, and White. They got 1 million locations. That kind of situation. So I picked up at a location where they needed help at. It was cool. One good thing is, all right, I can park over here. Let me see. See, I gotta park over here because I don't want the sun to mess with the camera. One good thing was, I'm just park over there, whatever. I made it on time to work. You feel me? I'm at a new location now, so they don't know me over here. Except a few people knew me from the people that would come to the other location that I work at over there at that job. So I want to make a good impression. I want to show up on time. Not only was I on time, but I was early, though. I was so early to the point I had to sit in my car and wait for everything to wait for time to go by. Came there. They had me covering the unit and the step down. So you feel me? I'm starting off my shift. I got one machine. I got a couple treatments. I'm like, oh, this finna be sweet money over here. Add this time and a half because it's OT. Dog, this finna be sweet, easy, Fetty. Man, next thing you know, shut off, man. I kept getting machine. The person from the ER kept saying, yeah, you got a machine coming. You got a bypass coming. You got a high flow coming. A high flow coming. A bypass. I'm like, hey, bro, hey. I keep getting all these machines? He's like, yeah, you're covering step down. Oh, okay. So that means anything the ER holding is coming to me. So no wonder I only had one vent and all these treatments. So they knew it was stuff down in the ER, so they knew it was gonna get heavy. I'm like, oh man, they got me. But even with that being said, like I'm saying, it still wasn't like an unbearable, crazy night. And I did everything I was supposed to do. Only thing was I don't like though. And this how it is when you're working somewhere that you're not familiar with. Because not like I'm new to, like I say, I'm not new to the system, the organization. Like, we using the same charting system. You got some of the same rules. I'm telling you, dog, I'm wavy with it, bro. I came in this thing wavy, dog. I came here real wavy, all right. Not only am I wavy, even my son wavy, dog. My little son wavy. All right, this shit genetics. But what I don't like is when you somewhere new, and I'm finna go to the gym. Going to the gym after this. When you somewhere new, like a new facility, new hospital, and you don't know where everything is, you gotta call around. You gotta ask people for like, hey, I'm sorry to disturb you again, bro. Can you tell me where this at? Tell me where this at? First thing I had to do was I went into a patient room that was on continuous BiPAP. And they had a breathing treatment, but they didn't have the T piece in line, the T adapter in line. So I got to go find a T adapter. I'm looking through the cabinet with the supplies that I'm looking like 3, 4, 5 times. So the last thing I want to do is call somebody for help. To ask them where it's at. Bro, I'm looking, but I can't find it. Like, and the person I am, I don't want to ask nobody for help. Like, no matter how bad the situation is, unless it's like life or death, patient, bitch, somebody finna crash, so I don't call help. Then I ain't tripping then. But like for equipment or like real life struggles and stuff like that, like I don't call nobody for help. I had just posted on IG that when I needed help, I ain't hit nobody phone. I was in the student aid office inquiring about a student loan. Like when I needed help as a student, I ain't calling nobody for help. I went into the financial aid office and hey, how much can I get as a student loan? How much can I get? What's the most I can get? The lady said, you can get 10,000. I said, yeah, let me get 10,000. She said, hey, young man, please do not do that. I'm like, hey, I'm finna be a therapist. I do not understand these young kids. She was feeling all right. It was like, they keep getting all this money, then they can just pay it back here. She was talking so much stuff, but she was giving me that money though. She gave me that check and I made it work. They gave me that money back in, damn, that was 2014. I said I paid them back last year, 2020, probably 2023 I paid them back. And it was only 10K. But the one good thing about the loan, I can say though, it was subsidized loan, which means it didn't start gaining interest until I withdrew from taking college courses at less than 0.5%. So for the longest, I stayed enrolled in school. I was a therapist. I was still enrolled in school, and I was still making payments to it, but the payments weren't due, so they weren't gaining interest. So shit, I stayed in school, doing my 2 classes at a time, was paying them, and wasn't getting interest built on it. Until I started working so much that all my teachers just withdrew me from class, because I'd be trying to go to work, but they kept saying, do you want to come in for overtime? I'm talking too fast, hold on. I withdrew from, I kept getting withdrawn from my classes because every time I'll be on my way to school, they'll call me. Do you want to come in for overtime? Should I grab my shirt? Grab my work shirt. Yeah, I'm coming in. I kept going and they just kicked me out. They just withdrew me out of class. Then I wasn't part-time no more. Then I got that letter in the mail. Yeah, student loans is finna start gaining interest. You got to pay it off, yada, yada, on time, all that stuff here. But then the job came up with a program where if you currently working and you're using your degree that you have student loan debt in, they'll pay off a portion of it when you pay off a portion. You pay your monthly dues. If you full time, they'll pay 100. You part time, they'll pay 50. So if you were smart, you'll get your monthly balance, your monthly bill reduced. You try to stretch it out or something and reduce it. So now you're paying a minimum and they still paying that same 100. I did that for the longest. So I was gonna just pay it all off. But when they did that, I said, shit, I ain't paying off nothing. Shit, y'all go ahead and help me then. Y'all help me. I was paying 45, they was paying 100. That's why it took so long, because I kept just playing around. I'm like, shit, I'm finna use their money, not mine. I think it was 150. And it was 50 if you was part-time. They gave me 150 a month. Shit, I'm like, y'all go ahead. But back to what I was saying, I ain't want to be calling people and all that junk, man. So I called Dog, he told me where it was. I go up to the floor. So I got the unit, step down, and I got some floor treatments. I'm doing my floor treatments. The nurse come and get me. Yeah, there's a patient on he's on his home CPAP machine, but he keeps desatting. Do you know if you can bleed in oxygen through the home CPAP machine? All right, that's no problem, but you got to use a special device, a special piece. So I'm going back to the supply closet. I'm trying to find this piece, bro. I'm trying to find this piece. I can't find the damn piece. I gotta call this person again. So it's this was the third time I called them. I called them once for the T-piece adapter. Then I called them for something else. I called them twice for something. Let me think, man. I forget, bro. I ain't write this stuff down, man. I called him twice or something, though. Shout out to my son. My son had his Easter egg hunt today at his daycare, and I told my jit, all right, now, Daddy got you your Easter egg basket. Go out there and get them eggs and hold it down. Make sure you get some eggs for Daddy. Like, okay, Daddy, I'm gonna get you 2 eggs. My boy got me 3. He went out there and got his daddy 3. Shout out to my little dog. He went out there and held it down for us. She had a whole basket full of eggs, man. Dog love Easter egg hunting. So it was that. It was something else too, bro. All right, whatever. So then I called him for the piece. I couldn't find it. I had to call him again. I'm like, as soon as I picked up, I'm like, hey man, I don't mean to keep hitting you up or calling you, bro. But I'm trying to, I don't really know what stuff is. I don't know what stuff at. He like, oh no, it's cool, man. Whenever you need it, bro, just let me know. I understand. Like, so you helping us out. While you come taking overtime, you helping us. You making our load easier, a little bit lighter. You feel me? So I don't mind telling you what nothing that, but whatever you need, let me know. As long as you coming back and getting paid, let's do it. So he told me, shit, we ain't out no more. So what I had to do was, I had to put the patient on a nasal cannula and put the mask over it. That's not what you typically would do, but he needed oxygen, and there wasn't no other way to bleed it through his machine. So I was gonna go in there and put the T-piece adapter in line and put the treatment on there and just let the oxygen blow through like that, but it couldn't connect. I tried, it couldn't connect. That was my only option, was to put on a nasal cannula. And that's throughout the day. I'm in the department chilling, man. Goddamn YouTube. I'm in the department chilling, you know, I'm trying to have my little break, you know, people coming in there, you know. Like, mind you, I've been doing YouTube for like, shit, 7 years since, 7 years going on 8 since 2018. All right, so we in there eating, everybody talking. One therapist just say, hey, man, you make YouTube videos? Like, don't you make YouTube videos? Like, y'all know how I am, like, I don't like to, like, be on the spotlight in front of everybody about YouTube, so I'm like, oh, nah, that ain't me, bro. They just look like me. That ain't me, though, man. So I'm trying to play it off. So they're like, oh, well, he makes OnlyFans videos. So it became like everybody making a joke about what everybody make. Cool. As long as I got off that YouTube content. Last thing I want everybody to say is, he make YouTube videos? What is it? Hey, I ain't, bro. I'm shy, dog. You know, I'm shy, man. I'm shy. You know, I ain't really trying to be blow up the spot like that, man. But shout out to the supporters, everybody who rock with it. I do appreciate it. But they be like, it's like I say, I know people know me for it. Like, they know I do it, and just recently, like, my homegirl just hit me up, was like, yeah, I've been know about your channel before you told me. I just ain't never say nothing. This and that. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I was looking up respiratory therapy. I was thinking about going for it. Then you came up. I'm like, is that Randy? Hey, man, I don't know. Hey, man, Big Money Bound TV. But when I knew it was for real, like I told the story before. During that travel pandemic COVID-19, I went to Texas. A dude came up to me in Texas and was like, Randy? I'm like, I don't really know nobody here. And I'm not the most friendly. I'm like, he like, no, I know you from YouTube. I watch the stuff. I'm way from I'm from Minnesota. Thank you for everything you doing. Damn, we in Texas. You from Minnesota. I'm from Florida, bro. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'm like, yes, so you know why we here then? Yeah, we can get this money. Bet then. So yeah, that happened. Then later on that night, along with, are you a YouTuber? People was like, are you new here? I'm like, no, I just came from other facility. I just came over to help. I may be back and forth trying to get it. And I only picked up. I was gonna pick up again tonight, but they're saying they don't know if they're gonna need me. And I was like, yeah, we can put you down as available. Nah, I'm not no person that's available. Either we is or we isn't. See, I'm saying we is or isn't because I had watched The Help on YouTube. Cause I ain't got my TVs inside my house yet, so I'm watching like the YouTube movies, man. You is smart, you is this. Either is or isn't. Either I'm gonna be on or I'm not gonna be on. I'm not gonna be at home playing like limbo thinking, am I working? So I'm like, nah, I'm cool. But I'm picking up because all this stuff I'm going through with what's going on with the whole, you know, when it's time to go your separate ways, people, they trying to do what they can do to try to like hurt you. If they can't get you physically, they'll try to hurt you financially. So I'm dealing with that. So I know I'm gonna need Fetty. I'm gonna need Fetty, that's for sure. I gotta finish like furnishing my house. I still gotta do that. That's a slowly but surely process because I want like the nicest luxurious shit in there. So I gotta really pay for this stuff. And then that's me and my JIT money. For me and my JIT to have a ball. Speaking of my JIT, I'm not going to work today. My baby boy keeps saying he want to go skating. But I ain't got time to go. I'm not finna go rent no skates or no skating ring because he never know how to skate that well to be in a skating ring. Is it called a skating rink or a skating ring? I think it's skating ring. But he not really a good enough skater to be like amongst a whole crowd skating in a circle. So I want to go get him get him his skates, get him his helmet, his pads, his braces, his knees, his elbows, and teach him how to skate first before we go in there. That's what I want to do today. Then I was thinking I may just go take him fishing, man, because he loves fishing too. And he never been like fishing at a lake. Take us out there to the lake, see if we can catch someone like some fake worms or something. So we can like get a fish on the line and I give you something, we break it in. Like some real deal father and son. Get the fish, then we gut them open, we clean them out, then go home and cook. I don't know about cooking no fish out no lakes. I don't know about that. But for the most part, man, it wasn't. It wasn't too bad. It was a little bit of annoying situations every now and then here and there. Because like I said, I come from one facility. We're under the same umbrella, but they doing things different here. They called me saying, yeah, the patient mask is falling off their face. Can you come put something on there? They saying it's not working. And she's saying it's causing like pressure on her nose. All right, when you get pressure on your nose and you want a BiPAP, we put like a barrier there, like some Mepalex, like a bandage script, like something to like relieve that pressure. I'm like, yeah, they're like, can you get a bigger mask? I'm like, well, let me go get some Mepalex first to see if I can. Oh no, we don't use Mepalex here. We don't use Mepalex. That's just Mepalex is nothing but a piece of sticky plastic to create a barrier from the mask pressing down hard on the skin. You got like a little cushion there. Oh, we don't use that here. I'm like, what the hell? Let me go check out the mask, man. I go in it's the largest mask that we carry. So I just make some adjustments so the patient can feel a little bit better. So yeah, that's much better. Thank you. All right, cool. I notified the nurse. Hey, this is what I did. We don't have any larger masks like you suggested, but I did adjust the mask fit. The patient said it feels much better. Y'all have a good night. I'll be back in here to check on y'all every so often. So please, but it was still a lot going on with that patient, man. Just, some patients they're gonna find a problem. That's all I'm gonna say. With being nice with it, they're gonna find a problem. And after that, everything was cool. Because the assignment they gave me, it was like very like, I was in the area where I just had to like come from this area, walk around the hallway, and I go to this next area. So I stayed on the same floor. I stayed within the same floor. So that was no big deal. That wasn't nothing to it but to do it. Like I say, last night wasn't too hard. I weighed myself on the scale last night. I don't know if I had on my scrubs. I weighed myself. Now, mind y'all, I'm trying to get to 195. I think probably like 190, 195. I'm trying to get, I gotta see how I look. I started off, I was 180. Really, I was like 179, 78. Check myself today, I'm 186. Now, I don't know if it's because I was full, I had just ate, I don't know what, but I weighed 186. I feel strong. You can't tell me I ain't strong. I feel good. I'm feeling good right now. So I'm gonna go and get something to eat, even though I don't, bro. Money being spent is totally on food. I keep spending money on food, like eating out. I gotta learn how to cook. I gotta be at home to cook. I gotta really be able to prep the food, but I'm working. And when I got my son, it's me and my jit. We out there, we active. If I'm not working, I got my jit. So I ain't really prepping food and doing this. That's why I need a woman in my life, man, but I'm so broken hearted. Hey, I'm out here, man. Like, this shit crazy. So I'm just trying to fend for myself. But shout out to the people who do, like, every now and then they look out for me and feed me, man. Shout out to my folks. They make sure I eat every now and then. But I'm eating out, boy. I'm eating out heavy. But I'm eating healthy stuff. I'm really just like, the most probably like the baddest thing I eat is probably like Chipotle. And Chipotle's great. Chipotle. Pork chop. That's all I'm getting. That's why I'm gaining weight, because all that damn chicken I'm eating so much chicken. I'm eating a lot of chicken. And Monty cooked for me. She made sure I got the chicken in me. Monty, who else? I got can I say fresh? Let me chill. But that's it, dog. I'm finna head to the gym because I ain't worked too hard last night. I ain't really work too much. Like I said, my son got me an egg. What he got me? He got me some gummies. And he got me a SpongeBob burger patty. So I'm going to go hit the gym. I'm going to hit the sauna. Go home, shower up. Well, I'm going to go eat again. I'm going to eat before the gym. Get like probably a little... Go to probably Panera Bread. Get like egg and cheese panini or something. They don't do egg and cheese paninis no more, but those were the best. Try to get the egg and cheese panini, eat that, go work out, hit the sauna, eat again, shower, bed, wake up, go get my jit from his grandma, and we locked in until I gotta go back to work. We all weekend, me and my little dog, we locked in, telling him daddy love you. And I love spending time with my little dog, because it's like, especially when the moment when he started crying, I can let him know, like, hey man, You can't cry. You gotta talk. You gotta talk about what you want. You gotta talk to daddy. Tell daddy what you want. You can't just be crying. You gotta say what, talk, use your words. Daddy gotta be able to hear you. You gotta wipe your eyes. You gotta be a big boy. You saying you want to play the game? You know what I say? You can't be crying. You gotta listen. You gotta be good. You gotta hold the door. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. What's the first thing you say when you wake up? My boy gonna say, thank you, God, for waking me up. That's real. All right. Thank y'all for watching. I love the supporters, man. Let's see what they talking about America. Let's see what they talking about America. And it wasn't a panini, it was a ciabatta. Same thing, nigga. Egg and bread. An egg sandwich. Not an egg sandwich, an egg sandwich. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it right there, America. Yeah, that's it right there. That's it right there. Ooh, yeah. Let me see. Let me see what's going on. Let me check y'all. Ah, damn. It's hot. Damn, it's hot. I just left Panera Bread. I got me a little egg and bread sandwich. I got an egg sandwich. But I was going through this old neighborhood. I ain't gonna say my old neighborhood. I was going through the old part of the hood, just sliding through, trying to get to the gym. I'm like, yeah, let me swing by the corner store real quick and get me some breakfast from over there, because I'm still kind of hungry. Nah, this is what they gave me. But this is what I got. I got the grits and eggs. Now, if you ain't a Southern person, you may not know what grits is. Because like I told you, I was in Montana. I said, hey, can I get some grits? The dude say, no, we don't sell grits. Yeah, like I asked, can I have a crack rock? So now I got grits and eggs. I got half cheese, half regular, and I got some eggs. I got toast with the jelly. And they put a soda on there for me because they know me from YouTube. This was a total of $5.45. That toast and egg was $6 from Panera Bread. See? I gotta support my people. Damn, they didn't give me no. They didn't give me no damn. Come on, they didn't give me no fork. I need a fork, bruh. Let me say I ain't got no fork if I go in there saying, give me a fork. They really ain't give a nigga no fork and no spoon. That's why I can't support my own people. That's why I can't support black people. See, I'm making all that noise. You're supposed to grab your own fork and your knives from a whole nother section. That's why I gotta support my people. That's why I support my people. See how it will flip on us? I don't know if I'm gonna have enough energy to work out. I'm gonna be too full. I'm tripping. Yeah, but you gotta mix. I ain't want to go all cheese because that shit'd be too cheesy. You know, I can't just have plain grits. I gotta have some cheese in there. And I can't eat grits without eggs. If you never had a grit, y'all get some grits in you, dog. Get some grits inside you. Pause. You gotta have the jelly somewhere. If you put it directly on top of your grits or just on your toast and you bite that, you gotta have your jelly somewhere. There we go. I remember coming back to this store way back when I lived with my cousin. Talking about shit, man, 2011. When respiratory therapy was just a dream, you feel me? It's different now, though. Yeah, it's different now, my boy. I'm living different now, dog. But I ain't forget, though. And really, it's still the same. But it ain't nothing like it was. It's still the same. but it ain't nothing like it was. It's still the same, but it's different. Hey, it's still the same, but it's different. God was real back then. God real now. Still the same, but it's different. Ain't nothing changed, but it's different. Ain't nothing changed, but it's different. This is what it's come to. I'm forced to eat out of a corner store. Damn, boy. I need love. I feel like LL, but I need love. I've been reduced to eating out of a damn corner store and happy, and I'm loving it. I know it's gotta be bad over here. But I'll be alright. I will be alright. One thing I know for sure. I'm gonna tell my jit the same thing. You can't run behind nobody to bless them. What I look like running behind somebody? When I'm the blessing, I'm gonna bless you. I gotta run you down to bless you. You crazy. I can't eat all up. I can't. I'll be like bloated up.